Guaranteed मतलब Simply Learn's job guarantee programs. सबको पता है.
On Simply Learn presents Learning Edge on ESPN Cricinfo. Kuldeep Yadav's left arm over is bowling batters over. Let me get Piyush Chawla here to explain what's going on. He's bowled alongside him. I don't know why I'm trying to do all this, but what I'm trying to do, Piyush, is see how do I get more revs? Because that seems to be the key to Kuldeep Yadav. Please explain that for us.
Well, first of all, the thing which is doing really good is the pace. I spoke about this earlier because the pace, which was something was lacking in his, he always had those skill and everything, variation, everything was there. The only thing was missing was that pace. So now his pace has been, increased by 4-5 yards, so which is really making difficult for the batters because batsmen get that little less time to react to it. And for that, what he has done is his bowling arm, non-bowling arm. Okay. Because earlier his action was like this and his other hand used to come from like really wide, and this arm he was never generating any force. So now what he has done is this non-bowling arm has come little bit more inside. So once it comes, the alignment is so correct that you can push your ball and your body can follow the ball, because if you want the force behind that, so your body has to follow the ball, and that's what exactly happening here with Kuldeep. And other thing what he has done is, earlier he was somewhere here when he was bowling, his releasing point, or you can say stride. Now he has come little more inside. So with that, his action, his non-bowling arm has automatically come in and he's pushing it much better. So because of that, he's getting that, nip from the wicket.
Okay, so I've just got a couple of questions here. When you say he's using his non-bowling arm now, almost like a pivot to get more strength, so that is a technical adjustment to the action, or is that more gym training, more physical strength?
Well, physical strength is always there, but it's more of technical thing as well. Because he always used to do a lot of training and everything, but the only problem was his action. Because when he used to run in to bowl, this non-bowling arm, as I always say, it goes very wide because he used to come with too much of angle.
So it's almost like he's bowling with one hand?
Yeah, so he was bowling with one hand, so that's why batsmen started playing him on the back foot. Even if it's a good length ball, they used to go on back foot and knock him around here and there. And if it was just little behind that good length mark, they used to play those big shots over the mid wicket or whatever square leg. So it was becoming easier. So now with that little bit of extra pace, even if they go back, they can't play that big shot because they don't get that enough time to play that big shot. So that's really making life difficult for the batters when Kuldeep is bowling now.
Okay, and I've understood the use of the non-bowling arm and the different release points. Just at the release point though, is there anything else that's happening here? Is this turning any faster than usual?
No, he's bowling normal. The only thing what he's doing here is he's using two kind of grip, what I felt. Earlier he used to only bowl with the cross seam. Cross seam is difficult for the batters because you don't make it out in the air like which side it's going to go. Sure. Especially for those who are just picking you from in the air. And now he started bowling with the seam up also. He's not bowling too many with the seam up. So if you bowl with the seam, I can show you with my right hand because it's difficult for me.
We can mirror image this if we need to.
So now he's bowling like this with the seam up. Not every delivery, So when you bowl like this and the ball travels on seam like this, if it's pitch on, like if the seam pitches on the ground, you get that extra bounce. And because of that extra bounce, it's difficult to play those big shots. And other thing is, when you use the seam, and we often talk about drift for the spinner. So when you're bowling with the seam up, and when the ball is going in the air, the shiny part, you cut that air and it drifts. Sometimes it drifts in if you're using it nicely. And if you're using it outside, it goes the other way. So he's using the drift as well, which Yuji Chahal do it really nicely. He only uses that. He used that drift. Kuldeep is using it now, but not that often, because I'm sure he must not be confident enough to use that because he has not done that. But now he started doing it, so it's making a little more difficult for the batters.
All right, absolutely brilliant. Piyush Chawla, thank you so much for breaking that down. The reason for Kuldeep Yadav's success in this year's IPL on Simply Learn presents Learning Edge.